Hey guys, just me. Gonna do one more video. This is for Scotty or Williemark1's contest that he's got going on. I wanted to do it before it ended. Um, he wanted to do. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. Oh. Yeah, he wanted 10 favorite extreme films or something along those lines. He said if you don't have like extreme films that are your favorite, you could go with just any type of horror stuff. Anyway, I went ahead and chose 10 films that I would like to personally recommend to him, um, that are extreme films, if you will. Um, all of them, for the most part, they're like unreleased, or they're, I don't want to say unreleased because that's such a weird term, but you can't buy them. There's no DVD factory pressed DVD release for these films. How about that? That sounds better. Um, anyway, I'll just jump in. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. A little bit sick. I got poison ivy while I was out in the field, and I just noticed it yesterday. It's bothering me a lot. Anyway, first one is All Night Long, 4 and 5, or Part R and Part 0. Now, I'm sure you've seen Part 1 through 3. I'm just assuming that. I don't really know. If you haven't seen those, by all means, start there. Start with 1, 2, and 3. But these are the 4 and 5. They were released in Japan only on, as far as I know, only on VCD. They never even had a DVD release over there. So these are DVD-Rs of them. I got from my buddy Lee. Um, they're just as, they have no English subtitles. Like I said, it was only released in Japan. They haven't done any type of English translation for them, but they stay on track. If you like those first three, they stay the same. So definitely worth checking out. Next, we got Down and Dirty. This is the now there's a release for this, an Italian release, but it has no English subtitles. This is a copy of a VHS that was released in Italy that had English subtitles. Kind of weird that the DVD never got the English subs, but anyway, it's the fully uncut version as well, because there's censored versions that have English subtitles, but this is completely uncut with English subtitles. It's about a family in Italy that live in like some shanty town, and just all kinds of crazy stuff goes down. Uh, it might be a little boring to some people, but I enjoyed it a lot, and it's got some pretty nasty parts. Kyoko versus Yuki. I could not recommend this enough. No English subtitles, only released in Japan. I believe it was released on VHS, VCD, and a very, very limited DVD release. Again, long out of print, only Japan. So this is a bootleg. This is a burned copy I got off eBay actually. They even did the artwork for it and stuff. But it's basically, two Japanese chicks going to war with each other, but it's filled with some of the nastiest stuff I've ever seen. But it's almost comedic, but at the same time, it's some of the nastiest stuff you'll ever see. Next, we got a Russian extreme film. I searched for this film for a long time. It is The Green Elephant, and I could not recommend it enough. The cover art was done by my buddy Richard. He did an excellent job. Just as like it's a prison film, right? You got two officers from the Russian or the USSR. They're in a prisoner of war camp. They're being kept in a cell, and they basically don't get along. And that's what it's about. It reminds me a lot of the August Underground films. It's filmed by that hand cam kind of style. It's not really supposed to be hand cam, but it kind of comes across as a hand cam style. Um, just everything nasty you could possibly think of is in this movie. I also have one other film by this director. I have not watched it yet, but I've heard that all of her movies are nasty. This is done by a female director, female extreme film director from Russia. Very underground stuff, named Baskova. Very cool. This is the only one I've seen so far, and when I get around to making a cover for the other one, and watching it, I'm sure I'll talk about it, but definitely highly recommend this one to you. I know you would love it, and this does have English subtitles as well, which I hardly ever see copies of this film with English subtitles. Next, we got Angel of Death. This is a Andreas Bethman film. This is the fully uncut version with English subtitles. It was released by Eurocult, which I know is kind of a bootleg company. So it's a German splatter flick, but with all the nasty stuff. It's actually the first German splatter hardcore film I ever saw. Um, if you know his style, you know kind of what to expect. But never seen you talk about it, and I'm sure you would like that one. Next, we got Blood Sisters. This one I picked up from Twisted Anger. Um, it's like I Spit on Your Grave, but it's like a Japanese remake of I Spit on Your Grave. And instead of one girl, it's two girls. And that's actually that's like a perfect synopsis. I think it was actually supposed to be a remake of I Spit on Your Grave. All right, next we got Adio Ultimo Uomo. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's Italian. Anyways, this is an Italian film. It was a Mondo film made in 1978. It was like considered it was done by the guy that I believe he worked either with them or he worked on Mondo Cane, the series as well. This was the nastiest Mondo film I've ever seen. And I've seen tons of them. I've even seen some of those like death films, which they tend to not bother me so much because it's showing so much of that you get desensitized to it. I actually had to stop this one halfway through, and I did not finish it. Um, I don't really know why. I think it's it kind of gave me like flashbacks to when I was like in Haiti, and we were like lining up all the bodies down the road. That's exactly what it reminded me of, and I think that's why I had to stop it. It has a lot of war footage from the Congo as well, and it just for some reason it brought me back to that situation, and I just had to stop it. But there's no English subtitles. There's a director, or I'm sorry, there's a narrator, and he's speaking Italian the whole time. Can't understand a damn word he's saying, so I'm sure that I'm missing out on a lot of it. But you don't need any narration. You can see exactly what's going on, and you can understand it. Next, fully uncut version of Thundercrack. This is really bizarre, nasty film. This is actually more of the working print than the director's cut. It's the longest version of the film, fully uncut, in 155 minutes. Not sure if you've seen this, but I think it's something you would dig. Bizarre stuff. Real nasty, too. Next, we got Frat House. This was here we go. The only HBO documentary to ever be banned from broadcast. It shows a lot of the stuff that goes on in frat houses in the United States and also in Europe, which I don't think they call them frat houses over there, but whatever. Really degrading, humiliating stuff. Mostly has to do with hazing the new people, but you might get a kick out of it. It's banned. It got banned from HBO, so that says something right there. And lastly, we got Empire Tomato Ketchup. It's banned from the United States. It had a very limited release in Japan. It was only released in a box set. But this is the fully uncut 76-minute version. There's also a shorter version, which is like 26 minutes, but this is the full one. If it's a surreal art house film, but I think that you would dig it. It's just one of those things that each one of these is just a personal recommendation to you. They're all pretty nasty in their own right, and it's just stuff that I've never seen you mention, but I think that you would really like them. They're hard to come by. I got them all trading for the most part with collectors of unreleased and rare DVD-Rs, which surprisingly there's a big community of people that do that. And I love it, and I probably made all of those, not all of them, majority of those cover arts I even made myself because I love to make them look real legit and stuff. But I don't put them on my shelves. I don't know. None of my bootlegs go on my shelf. There's actually another shelf right behind this, and that's where all the bootlegs go, with all the covers that I made for them and stuff. And well, that's it. That's my 10 recommendations to you. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get to see it before you end your contest. I wasn't sure when it ended. But my wife said it ended soon, so I wanted to make this for you. And that's about it. That's it. Oh, the shirts. This is not bribery by any means, but if you happen to wear an extra large, I got some fetus shirts from Morbid Vision. You could actually watch the video me and my wife made a few minutes ago. If you wear an extra large, let me know, because I know you'd like one of those shirts. And you're the first person that came to mind when I got them and realized they were too big for me. I wear medium. I'm a small guy, but I think that if you do wear an extra large, you definitely want a fetus shirt. Who wouldn't? Anyway, that's it. Again, not bribery. Just if I send you stuff all the time, so next time I'll throw it in a package for you. Anyway, man, take it easy. Have a good one. Great contest. Love the prizes, and I'm actually about to watch everybody's entries into it to see how other people did theirs and the stuff they picked. Take it easy, man.